graphic and create a look. Obviously last week I did Dark Princess Lily, and the response I've got on TikTok, I can't believe. So if you follow me on TikTok, I thank you all, because you have seriously overwhelmed me with how many likes, comments and views I've had just on that that costume. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This week I am going to do my I said steampunk at the end of the vid last week. I actually looked back and I was like, you are an idiot. You are a complete moron. It's cyberpunk-esque character I'm doing this week. So this week, I'll show you the wig. The wig is an old shepherd wig, because my old shep had a bob. And I've just stuck these red extensions on one side. So basically, I'll sweep it back and it'll look like kind of a one-sided thing. And the dress I'm going to have to show you, because I get a lot of my original costume ideas, like my elf and stuff, my cyberpunk, my alter ego, Lilith, which I've done before. I find a lot of their clothing off a charity website. And this dress is from, I don't know if you can read that, but basically it's from Celeb Boutique. It was never worn with tags. It came with that price tag. I paid £11 for it. And it's absolutely, it's like elastic. It's like absolutely stunning. And I was like, this is going to do for my cyberpunk character so much. Because even though I said steampunk last week because I'm a div, cyberpunk says to me, so I just turn on the music now, says to me bright colours, edgy and stuff. So I'm going to do a makeup look to reflect the dress. So hopefully I'm going to do a yellow into orange into purple kind of look, she says. So this is going to be fun. And obviously it's a black wig, so I need to do my black brows. But first I need to prime my face. And I got a few new makeup products to play with as well. So, usual. I just love this Audi primer. I do apologise if you hear banging in the background. My other half is trying to fix the toilet train, because we've had to replace it. And it doesn't quite fit in. But, so we prime as usual. And then we'll get on with my kind of cyberpunk character. Though it looks like cyberpunk is actually getting good praise. I did start playing cyberpunk. I did, honest. And kind of got distracted by something else. And I can't remember what I got distracted by. But I'm just going in with my green primer if anyone wonders. But yeah, it looks like cyberpunk is finally getting the praise. Well, actually not bad press for once. Oops. Right, that's kind of primed. This week I can just go straight in to do my eyes and then do my face, unlike last week where I had to do all my face work first because I was doing Dark Lily. Because the makeup came down here, but it's more of a traditional-ish eye this week. I'll do that in a minute. So I need to put my brows in place. With my Maybelline just brow style, I just kind of stick them in place. But yeah, I was seriously overwhelmed with kind of the reaction my Dark Lily's got on TikTok. So if, like I say, you follow me on there, great. Really appreciate it. I suppose you don't realise how many, sorry, I've just got a few hairs. How many of us remember these older films? It's kind of sad when I go to a con though, because a lot of the con scenes, I don't know, maybe here in the UK or prior to lockdown anyway, prior to COVID, if I wore a costume from an older film or stuff like that, it was less recognised because it wasn't the modern day Bleach or whatever. But that's me digressing. Right, black brows, so I need my black brow pencil. It just needs sharpening. But yeah, it's nice on some platform like obviously TikTok, where I hate to tell you, the older generation are taking over slowly. And you get appreciation for doing older stuff. I thought it was just because the fact the dress has, like, cleavage. One or the other. One or the other. Alright. Just marking out my brows as usual. Nice straightforward brow design this week. She says. But what else has happened this week? Went to work. Try to think. I don't think much has happened. Usually some drama's going on in my life, but I think this week's been kind of drama free. Oh, apart from I kind of spam my friends who do a streaming podcast, Bunkerzilla, which is kind of geeky, and they do geeky quiz nights and stuff. Yeah, I was just spamming them. So, sorry guys, it was me. But I enjoyed it because it was like being at a mini con seeing you guys, even though it was in virtual land. But yeah, I don't think I've done much. I mean, this week, technically coming up, obviously I've got work. On Saturday, I should have the other half's Christmas party. Hopefully. And that's if it's allowed to go ahead. It'd be just nice to actually just socialise, sort of. Properly socialise. Don't mind his work lot, they're a bit crazy. I'm not quite sure how my new work Christmas party will go. But I'll have to wait and see. Just do my eyebrows as I usually do them. If they want to actually play ball today. I couldn't get this eyebrow right all last week while going work. It's just annoying me so bad. Just want to work. Wouldn't work at all. I'm still waiting for my Mass Effect stuff to come through the post. My Omniblade is somewhere in transit still. I've tried tracking it through their app. I can't freaking track it. It's just not updating. So hopefully I'll get it soon. Right, brush. Did I not? Oh no, I've got one. Just brush the front of my brow. We'll go through with my powder as usual. What else? Oh, yesterday it snowed on me because the other half had to go for a COVID test because somebody at work had it. He's negative, so we're all good there. But he couldn't go out where I could, technically, because I haven't been near anyone technically confirmed with COVID, how it works, I think, in this country. Anyway, I went shopping. And I literally was packing my bags out and checkout. I turned and it was fucking snowing. I was like, you bastard. You absolute bastard. So going in with my Stargazer just to powder my brows. I was like, oh, really? And I'm driving the other half's car because his car's bigger than mine for the shopping. I was like, I really don't want to drive this in the snow. I really don't. Where's my brush gone for my brows? Is it on walkies? So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. Oh, there it is. So yeah, and obviously we got his result through and he was negative, so that was fine, but I felt like wasted half the day because we couldn't do anything. Well, I could go out, but I usually see my parents. There was no point going and seeing my parents if we got a potential situation. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was not happy. So yesterday I felt like I did shit all. I suppose I could have just streamed playing Mass Effect or something, linked up the PS4. But this eyebrow's not going to go right today. I can feel it in my water. It's not gonna go right. Not going to work. Oh well. Okay, that's a bit better. Now I've put my brush down somewhere from it. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Where I keep putting stuff down and don't know what I've done. Well, to be fair, me and my other half just get chucking stuff. Oh, what day was it? Wednesday, I think. My hamstrings were super tight from doing leg day on Monday and then horse riding on Tuesday. So I had like double whammy leg day. And yeah, my flipping hamstrings did not like me. So I kept dropping stuff, which just meant I had to keep bending over to pick it up. Oh God, I was about crying. They're all right after that, but it's like, why? Why are you doing that to me? I'm just trying to neaten these up a little bit and try and make them a bit more even. They'll be a bit more even once they're carved in. But, and what I need to do is hide these bags. So, these nasty bags. So, a little bit of red lipstick. I don't use this red lipstick but anything else. It's just cheap. I think it was like £1. Unlike my two, I've ordered more, but I've bought the new kind of NYX viral lipstick that's on TikTok. It's on Black Sale, and I'm like, I want it to work because one of those colours. That one would do for Shep, and if it doesn't come off, it'd be great. I think I'm going to just leave it. I am actually probably going to use that colour today. So I'm mixing my Dermacol in shade 22 with my matte primer. Just mixing it on my hand to prime my lids and carve out my brows as usual. To be fair, I haven't even really... The only other thing I bought on Black Friday is some NYX eyeliner. Brain function. I haven't really gone Black Friday mad, to be fair. I haven't. Though sometimes it's really handy if you want to buy Christmas presents, but I think we're kind of sorted this year. Right, just carve out my brows and prime my lips. She says. Still don't know when to get my eyebrows microbladed. But then again, I like to do a cut out brow when I go out. And if I do that, get microbladed, I can't have my cut out brow. I love doing myself a cut out brow. Can't do it for work because I work a bit corporate kind of place. And I don't think they would like appreciate somebody walking around with a massive cut out brow. And to be fair, my mum would go ballistic. Like I say, she's not really into makeup, or like women shouldn't have tattoos and stuff like that. Does she not know I have a tattoo on my hip? But she'll never see it's on my hip, so it's fine. But yeah, they're a bit old school, my parents. So if I turned up with a cut out brow, they kind of roll their eyes when I turn up when I've dyed my hair a different colour again. They're not too bad with the black, I don't think. But squeeze that smudged out and wet it earlier. I think if I turned up with a cut out brow, they really would not be impressed with me. They really would not. But I think black cut out brow with my black hair suits me when I go out. But yeah, I don't do my cut out brow for work. Nope, because I don't think work would appreciate it. I only do it with makeup anyway. It's just gone a little bit, caught a bit. There we go. There we go. Right, just do that on the floor. It's about time I start being clumsy on these lives. Got my Rimmel pressed powder in translucent. It's the only thing I use to set my eyes, and like you saw me last week when I got a spot, I'll like press the powder in. Basically, because it's supposed to be translucent. Transparent, it's not. But it just works for me. Right. So I've got to try and do this yellow into orange into kind of purpley pink look. And I generally do a cut out, so it's going to be fun not having to do a cut out brow. I mean cut out eyeshadow look. She said tea is needed. Right, let's get the yellow. I think for my palette, and I can pick it up, I'm going to go in with this palette because it has quite a range of colours. So let's pull out a load of brushes so we can sit there and blend it and fluff it out. Right, so it's going to be yellow to orange into like purple. We'll go with this one first, I think. I have got another palette with a different yellow in, so let's see. Just going to pack it on, and then I'm going to try and blend it a bit. Do want it a bit there. On a floating around, baby. A bit of Michael Jackson, classic. It's going to be quite fun because I've never done a look like this without actually doing a cut out. So it's more like a complete blended look all the way down. I might flick a bit of black, I don't know. Might funk it up with some eyeliner or something. I wanted, like, say, the colours to reflect in the dress. So, which I showed at the beginning. Because it's a dress, I don't have to wear it underneath this top because it's a zip-in dress. To be fair, this yellow is quite bright. I didn't expect it to be this bright. And then we're going to go in with an orange, a different brush. That one, I think. The oranges aren't very bright in that palette. I wonder if they're brighter in this palette. I have got one uberly bright orange, but actually I might go with that orange there in that palette. She says, I don't know. I have a really bright orange. Yeah, looking at it, yeah. Again, load the brush up. I'm going to just put it next to it and then I'll blend it in a minute. At the moment I just want to pack it on. I'm like tapping it, if anyone wants to know what I'm doing. Actually, that needs to come over a little bit more. I'll blend in a minute, trust me. Trust me, I'll blend in a minute. That's a tap patting. just always trying to get it right, but so then what I'm going to do is just leave that. I'm not going to blend it. Get another pen. Oh, which purpley colour do I go for? I think that one. Just leave that palette open because I'm going to need it for the yellow when I blend in a minute. So leave it over there. So I think I'm going to go in this one that I got the orange out of, but I think I'm going to use that one. Oh, it's kind of a pinky purple, isn't it? Actually, knock that one off. I might keep that purple, but put it at the very end. There's another pen. Because I might use that pink there, I think. She says. Ah, with a brush. To just pop the purple a little bit. And then I'm going to put the purple right at the end. Yes, we'll go with that. So the purple and the pink colour blurred together. Like I say, to me, Cyberpunk is just literally bright colours. That's what I think. Very, very bright. And then I'm going to take that purple and put it right at the end. So it just pops the pink, I think. I'm going to buff this all out in a minute. Try and make it as even as possible. Right. Got my normal buff brushes. I think I'm going for the really puffy one. So what I'm going to do is buff it into the yellow. So yellow to orange. I'll probably have to pack a bit more colour on. And knock it off. Then we'll go this side, yellow into orange. She said I've got an itchy nose. This one looks better. Oh well. Story of my life. I'll pack some more on in a minute. And then I'm going to change buff brush and go orange into pink. Really blend it up, I think. I think it'll work. I just need to pack the colour on a little bit more, so do that in a minute. This is all learn. I never generally do eyes this way, so this is going to be a learning curve, I think. But I think it'll work. Just needs more colour. But the yellow's looking really strong, which is good. So let's just put a bit more on. Really pack it on. Oh no, I'm not uber nattering, I'm just trying to concentrate on this because I want it to look like orange. I have got a stronger orange I can use. I think I bought it out. Yes, I did. And purple as well, so purpley pink. All night long. 80s child. All night long. I mean, these are pigmented, but I don't think they kind of blend in well together, but we'll see. They don't work. on this blend, I'll stick my Uber colours on. Right, I use that one, didn't I, first? It's better. I think that orange needs to just come a little bit further forward on that eye. Bring it forward a little bit. All night long, all night long. I think the purple and pink's just been lost, isn't it? Okay, no problem. We'll bust out the other colour palette. So you kind of get the idea where I'm going, but I've got some uber purples and pinks in there. The yellow's looking really nice. So what we'll do, I'll put that palette away. That one's, this is Susan Moxley's palette in Festival, but again it's a out of print pattern palette, so I don't know if you can get it anymore. I really want strong colours. I want it strong. So let's take this orange. And pat it on. It's definitely a strong colour. I just gotta get it all to blend in a minute. I have got a sparkly yellow there I can put in the front if I have to. Okay, where's the pink? That was the pink one, yeah. Much stronger. These are so pigmented, these colours. I don't know why. They stopped making makeup, but they did. There we go. Oh, that's definitely a lot brighter. Looking away. I'm actually just going over the blending lines now. That's better. Take on me, take me on. Yeah, that's a lot better, don't you? Yes. Pat that orange a little bit more, because that's like the main colour. Got me, take me on. So I'm not rabbiting much today. Just, I don't know, not else happened in my life to rabbit on about, and just in the news is just depressing. I still think we all have to do our own bit, but why can't people just not be dicks? I don't know. Can't we just be nice to everybody? Probably not. Orange. I'll try and do film for this person, but this cat's, but I don't think there's a lot really I can TikTok for her. That's quite a good blend. I'm liking that now. I'm kind of liking it. That's a bit more on that one. Do kind of liking that kind of messy blend. Like I say, like it's just now, I'm just going to pat that down the middle. There we go. Because I really want that colour to, even though it's blended, I still want it to stand out. There we go. Whoa! Look like a clone. Very, very bold. I have got a brighter purple in here as well. There's so delicate, this palette. It's same Sue Moxley, but there's that purple. I might just stick a little bit of that in the corner. Where's the brush I used for the purple? This is like a metallic. It might just see what it brings to the table. Ooh. I'll go away Coca-Cola of 100 days of things that come in. That's I like that purple in there. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean all my brushes because I can't use these colours next week for going out. That I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that kind of. Definitely bold. Right. Need to do my underliner and my wing liner. Oh, tea. So I'm half like wondering what my eyeliner's gonna be like. So I've never used that eyeliner, but we'll see. Right. So I always underline my lashes. You see me do it. I just use the Stargazer black. I use for my brows. Yeah, I can't wear a bright lipstick with this kind of bright eyes. I was always told you do one or the other. Bold lipstick or bold eyes. It's probably not very cyberpunky, but I feel it is. Glory days. There we go. Glory days. There we go. Getting there. Just gonna get undone and just get any black off my waterline because it will just run in my eye and ruin it, which is usually what happens. Right. Time to do the liner with this new NYX stuff. It's very tiny. Apparently it's a mousse liner. I have got my liner on standby if I don't like it. So if I don't like it, I'm going to be very annoyed because I spent like £8 on it. Where did I put my brush for my liner? Glory days. Yes, always use a wing. And I have kept a really old eyeliner with a small brush to do close to my eye with that. Because obviously it doesn't come with... Let's see what it's like. It's like a mousse liner apparently. Let's draw a line on my hand. Right. What I'm going to do is take this old brush and do right near my lashes first. I'm trying to get the lash to go, the brush to go fine. It used to go fine. Whether it doesn't like, I don't know. Do you know what? I think it'd be alright for doing wings, but not necessarily near the lashes. So let's try doing the wing. I have a feeling I'm very disappointed with this. But it might be alright to colour over where I've already drawn. Yeah. I'm going to have to practice with that, I think. I'll get my trusty down. Oh, balls. That one didn't go quite well. Oh, well, luckily I can cut underneath it. I can always do that one. I know better. Yeah, I'll have to cut underneath to make it a bit neater. Back to me old little Rimmel brush in me W7, I think. I'm going to have to play with that. That might be good for Lily though, for smudge and stuff. There we go. I love a good wing. This eye always goes better because I can like... This one doesn't flinch. But this eye like twitches like hell. So if you ever look at my eyeliner, always look at this eye. See, I can get a really nice tick with that one. I'll let that dry and then I'll do my other eye. As she says. A cup of tea. And do my shit eye now. You watch, this eye will tremble like fuck. Or maybe not this week. Usually this one's like trembling like mad. I'll sharpen this line up underneath with concealer. I always struggle with this eye. That eye's nice. There we go. We'll do that for now. And then I'll straighten it up, and then that should make it sharper. It's the same as the other side, but I'll set it first. Oh my god, it's snowing. It's actually flaking. We're not gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Right, let's cut that. Getting it back up. There we go. Pull funny face so we can pat it. Just see a little bit that needs filling in that I missed. Not changing the shape, I'm just like filling it. So I missed a bit. We're not gonna take it. It's actually flowing quite well. Oh well. Right. Foundation. You've seen me use it before. I think my other half is getting on too well downstairs. By the sound of it. Knew we should have done it yesterday. Oh. Right, usual foundation and W7 photo shoot in Sandy Beach, I believe. Do that. And we have the brush in. Even all our skin tone out. I'm actually quite happy with that colour on the eyes. Just dry a little bit and then I'll put another layer on. It is flowing quite bad. It's not settling yet. If this county gets it, then the rest of this country's under about 6 foot usually. Just a little bit more on my cheeks. It's always my cheeks that need it. Really. A stupid rosacea. I can't remember what rosacea. However you pronounce it. So I'm going to stab it into the face. I'm rocking the camera now because I'm leaning on the desk. Like so. So we just put that on. Alright, then we beat the face. Beat the face, beat the face. So much. There you go. Don't look so tight. Skin looks a lot better. But a little bit there. Just using what's on the back of my hand really. And it's a little bit thicker. Coverage. There we go. Pick up the back of my hand and just bring it over my nose and that. There you go, better coverage. We ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Right, now we have to contour. I'm just gonna literally wipe this shit off the back of my hand first. Well, where I've put that, it does take a while to get off that liner. Must be a trick to it. Might need a certain brush or something that I haven't got. I'll have to look it up and play with it another time. Right. Let me just put all my dirty brushes in this. I always put them in a, not that one, that's my brown brush. In a pot, so they're ready for next week's cleaning. So take my contour. Take my. It is actually flooring quite well. To be fair, it did say about, what time is it? Well, it said 2 o'clock it's going to snow, so. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to try a different technique. I'm just going to try just what I saw someone doing. She said just blend like that. Just bounce it. As far as I can see a really dark mark where There, it's good now. To get a blend, but I don't know if that just does it too light on me. I don't know. To be fair, this is quite thick. Don't know if I like that technique, or I prefer my bounce it with a brush technique. I'll do this side bouncing with a brush, and we'll see which one looks better. I think I prefer bounce it with a brush. That's me though. More of a defined line. Could do that. Put a bit more on that. Oh, I see a thing on that one. That one's not quite right. That tick. Better. There we go. Right. Wig line. So obviously we're wearing a wig, so we need to make sure that's done. Blended. Jawline. There didn't go. As well. Like so. Oh, it really is flowing. Right. Any Elsa cosplayers, I recommend go out now. Oh, the drive to work is going to be very interesting tomorrow. Right. I do my nose with the sponge. No, we won't do that yet. And then we get my lighter one out, which is not that one. The Technique Matte Minimals one. If I could turn the camera, I would. It is actually proper flooring snow, big snowflakes. Big snowflakes out there. Right, as always, snatch my face. Always give myself the facelift I can't afford. And then a little bit there. I don't like putting too much here because I don't want it sitting in my wrinkles. My wrinkles. So I just lightly blend it. So it's like just really thin but slightly lighter there. Not the top of the ear. I call it the ear triangle. So like the top of the ear to the mouth. And then to the bottom of the ear. That's why I call it the ear triangle. Chin. always that. A little bit across there. Then down the nose. Tip of the nose. There we go. It's really pretty now, doesn't it? Right, now we blend. I think it needs to be a bit wetter actually. See if it's got it is really properly fluorine out there. On the other side. And try not to lean on the bed, because if I do that, you just wobble. Blend it in. There we go. Top of the head. It's snowing well.
I know.
And there's the nose. Okay, so, right. Powder. So, techniques of focus powder. Not too much. Not too much powder. There we go. Right. Put my earpiece back in now. Sweet child of mine. Good songs coming on. Right. Under eye, but I do need to use some of these brushes that I've put away. So, yellow. Where do we go? So I'm going to put a little bit more yellow in there. Oh, where do we go now? Nowhere. Get off my eye. Got crap in the corner of my eye. Right. Where do? So then I'm gonna go with the orange. I'm literally just gonna echo. I want the pink. Like that. And then a tiny bit of that purple. Hi! How are you on this snowy Sunday? That's what it is like here. It's very snowy. No, I'm not an artist. I'm kind of an artist, a cosplayer. You want to count a cosplayer? Kind of a cosplayer, if you want to count a cosplayer as an artist. I suppose we are in some sort of way. But no, I'm a cosplayer. Thank you. It's a lot of practice. a lot of practice. And just sat for an entire year. Excuse me while I blend that. What is cosplay? Cosplay is costume play. So you can dress up as a character. You can create your own characters. I do a lot of... I mean, last week my live was Dark Princess Lily from Ridley Scott's Legend. So you can do any character you want. You can make your own characters up. You can do them from films, games, anime. You just recreate a character, but this is an original character that I'm doing today. More than a... Just basically have a great big fancy dress box and be who you want to be. Right, I need to do my contour now. But yeah, so basically it just means costume play. Go and have fun in costumes. I have the best fancy dress box that probably most 5-year-olds wish they had. Basically what it is. Be who you want to be for whoever, how long. Right, I'm just going to do a darkish bronzer. I mean, this is like my Cyberpunk character, so... Oh my god, it's so snowy. Inspired character by the game Cyberpunk, so... You can just do whatever you want. Lots of people do their original costumes. I do established and original. But this one is like inspired by the game Cyberpunk. Really. So that's what I do. And I started this grab a wig on my Facebook page in lockdown because I just wanted to let out my creative outlet because we couldn't do jack shit basically. So I just created this and just use it to let my God really knows now creativity flow. So that's what I did. But I've been cosplaying for like over 10 years. So I'm just bronzing up a jawline. But yeah, my makeup did not start out like this when I originally started. It's literally a lot of practice. A lot of practice. I probably don't contour enough that some people do. Sometimes I like light contour. I'd say let them complain. You do what you want. I've had people turn up their nose at... I've got a lot of friends who cosplay, but I have people that when you tell them you do cosplay and you dress up for fun and you do manual shit like that, they're like... They just turn nose up at you and think you're weird, so I just let them get on with it. And if they're like uber... just doing my nose. Negative or anything like that, I just do one and block them. That's me. I have come across negativity, but also come across a lot of perps. But that's that. Right, I do like to use highlighter. Why have I put that brush in there when that needs to go in there to clean next week? So, I think as I've got yellow on my eyes, I'm going to have to use the silver at my highlighting palette. So, oh my god, I wish I was doing my elf shoot today. If I knew it was going to snow, I would have done my elf and done a winter shoot. But, never mind. To put it where it gives me a lift, I would have done my winter shoot. How does all this paint feel? It's fine. I generally build it up in very light layers. So, and I uberly prep my skin before I put it on. So literally, it's just cheap moisturiser. I will put like 2 lots of that moisturiser on within like half an hour before I go live. So my skin is all prepped. Moisturiser is the key, and for God's sake, take it off when you're done is my biggest key as well. I'm just trying to blend that all up there so it doesn't look like I'm sweating. I just want it to look like I'm healthy. Haha. Other brush. But yeah, my key is just moisturise your skin as best you can. And look after your skin and moisturise and cleanse the hell out of it. I mean, when I've done this, I'll do... It is very luminescent. This highlighter palette is really good. It's only Technic as well. It's not exactly an expensive brand. So I'm looking at the snow. I will literally, obviously, photo shoot this. I always photo shoot this after my lives. My other half takes the photography, and I put them up on my Facebook page. And then about a week later, this live will go up onto my Facebook, not my Facebook, my YouTube page, and I put the photos at the end as well. So I always photograph it. But once I've done, and maybe do TikToks, Dark Lily's doing quite well on TikTok, I will literally cleanse my face so bad just to get it out of the pores and stop spots and stuff. It's just the way I do it. And I always put under my brow to lift my brow up. Right. Yeah. There's just so much prep. It's not even funny. But yeah, I'll get photos up. There we go. Sparkly inside my eye. Chemical layers. Yeah, it's all chemicals at the end of the day. Well, most of it's actually makeup is basically talcum powder. Coloured talcum powder at the end of the day. Powders are, but I do look after my skin as best I can. I generally don't have a lot of spots, apart from that one I had there last week, but that was each their own. I don't wear a lot of makeup every day. It's mainly when I do cosplay or come on live at the weekend. And next Saturday when I go to the other half's Christmas do. Right, eyelashes. And put my Sky High mascara on. Oh, thank you so much. All is appreciated and makes it worth it. And practice makes perfect. But my makeup has, I would say my skills in makeup has improved over the last 12 months. I say lockdown gave me nothing much else to do. So I sat here and practiced. I am going to put falsies on. Precision. I don't avoid precision. I'm probably one of the people that... I'm just getting my lash box out. I'm a stupid perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist, so if I see something out of place, it's going to annoy me so bad. I have to learn to let go of it. I'm trying to decide which lashes to put on. My choice of lashes. Probably put my thicker lashes on. They need cleaning up. I don't know why people are scared of people being different and expressing themselves. To me, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't care. Express yourself. I'm just pulling the old glue off here. Hang on. I didn't clean these up last time I used them. I didn't clean them up, and I can't be asked to get a new pair out. There we go, glue's coming off. I don't know, I always champion doing things. Literally, it's just down to practice. Whatever you want to do, practice. And you'll just get better. I mean, trust me, if you look back on I always thought I was no good. I always think I'm no good. I do these lives and broadcasts to prove that I can do something. Do you know what? I'm going to have to get a new pair of lashes out because I'll just fuck them up. But yeah, the only thing I can say is spirit does count for like 60% of it. The only thing I can suggest is just go for it and take it from there and practice, because that's what I did. So I can relate. I know. I'm an Aries, so I don't give up. I'm just measuring my lashes out. These are going to need trimming. I'm an Aries, so I don't give up. Fortunately. It can be detrimental. About there. Just need to trim these down. Oh, bloody glue. Just need to trim these down. About the same mat off that one. Hang on, I'm cutting. I don't want to cut myself because I am a klutz. If you ever keep watching these lives, you'll find out how much of a freaking klutz I am. Yeah. Just gotta keep trying and find, even if you use a template, so what? Use a template, find out what works for you, and build on it. You can still take a template, alter it, and making it your own. I saw this look inspired online, and I just was like, oh, I'll give it a go and turn it into my own look. So I was inspired by someone else's look to create this makeup. Now this is where you see me fall on my ass, because I'm not very good at fake lashes. It's not especially a new pair. It's true. Language is a very expressive form and can be used in many ways. I try and express myself through my cosplay, really. I try not to do words. But so I'm just bending my lashes to make it easier to go on. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. Do whatever makes you happy, I say. We're only in... I didn't take any makeup courses. Sometimes I wish I did. I wish I didn't do what I did at uni. I wish I did something else looking back. Sorry, gluing. It's so cool your staff was amazing though. It's always nice when people are amazing like that. And supportive. It always is. Technical fields are the place to be. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I did something different. I wish I never bothered. I did chemistry. And they say I don't work in chemistry at the moment. Definitely don't work in chemistry. I only did it because I liked it and I thought, oh, it's a core subject as it's classed here in the UK, and I was like, it might actually be good to do. Don't worry. But that was like back in 2006. No, 2008. Literally, I qualified. Oh, got my HND just as the world went into recession, so that's where I fucked up. I love these lashes too much. Come on, glue down, you little git. Some days my lashes like to play ball and some days they don't. I don't know. I wish I never bothered with chemistry. I don't know what I would have done instead. Well, I've just recently changed job because my company ceased trading because it was like that's not in the right place. Oh god, that's not gonna stick. Hang on a sec. I got it. Because it was one of the ones in the energy crisis here in the UK. So my company ceased trading, so I had to change jobs. But what will be, will be. I'm pretty much a jack of all trades. I can turn my hand to most things. I'm just clamping my lashes down. But I love my lashes too much. Ideally, it should have gone in the beauty industry. I'm just sealing my face. This is so the makeup doesn't move, and it's with hairspray. Unfortunately, I love my lashes too much. I need to put my wig on now, and then I can do my lipstick. But like I say, my company went under in the energy crisis, so I've literally just started a new job, and I've been in the new job for like a month. So it's still nothing to do with chemistry. Nothing at all. I don't think that's going to stay up. I think I just shitly turned that around the back of my head. Oh, it's sort of gripped. That's alright. Don't have any qualifications as legal. I had qualifications in energy, customer service, maths, science. To be honest, I'm just grateful to have a job. It's actually setting in. Oh, so wished I did my elf today. Right, I'm going to put my earrings in before I put my earrings on. Yes, I'm going to put my earrings in before I put my wig on. Sorry, talking to myself as I'm thinking the best way to do this. I just put my wig cap on. I don't know. I don't know what I want to be. I still don't know. I'm getting all a bit. I really ought to decide what I want to do. As long as it puts a roof over my head, I don't care. And pays for all this. Right. I'll take my earrings out and put her earrings in for my character. Take that out. I so wish I could have music on, flipping, so that I could hear. It would be so much better. Right. Cyberpunky. These are the only like jazzy earrings I own. So these can go in. And then I'll get my wig. I have loads of wigs. Too many. I don't think I can bother to requalify, to be fair, in something. Right. Give me a din. Just need to get this to sit right there. I love black hair too much. Black hair suits me too much. Right. So what we need to do, I can't find the frickin' parting because it's gone walkies. Where's the parting gone? I'm just going to do it the way it's already parted. There we go. The only problem with having all these extensions on the side of the wig is like, yeah, as I was saying, I can't be bothered to requalify in something else. Don't know if I can be bothered. Right, what I want to do is make it all look like it's going one way. Like I say, really old wig this is. Put my phone in. Right, I'm going to try my new lipstick. See how crap it is. Don't think they'll let me go to work like this. Don't think they will. I'm just going to put a pin in to hold it down this side. Don't think I could quite go to work like this. Do you? I work in an office doing admin. I don't think I could go to work like this. I ain't got time to do this makeup every day anyway. Right, lip liner. Definitely don't have time to do this makeup every day. And it's took me what? An hour or so to get to this far. I'm so annoyed. I could have used the snow for the photo shoot. Bastard. Right, let's try this new lipstick. And it's supposed to be kiss proof. So we put the colour on the side first. Does that not bend back the other way? Okay. Quite like this colour, quite neutral. What I'm going to do, I think, does need a little bit of colour. I'm going to pat that off and put the pinker one on. Alright, let's put the pinker one on, I think. That is so weird. I don't want uber loads on it. Go away. It's very hard to talk while doing this. Kind of like that colour. Right, let's let that dry and then put the other side on. And then we put the lip gloss thing on. And then that's supposed to dry. And it's supposed to be kiss proof. It says, let dry. And do it that way. Celebration. Don't kiss proof drink until you've dried. It heals really good while drying, I must admit. Okay. Right, then you let that dry. Out in the inlets. And it becomes kiss proof. We shall see in a minute. But I think that's my makeup done. Celebrate. Don't feel sticky, which is kind of nice. I thought it might feel sticky, but it doesn't. Test. Pressed. It's not kissed off. Impressed with that. If that means I ain't got to touch up my lipstick all night, that'd be fun. Not that I'm going anywhere. Can't believe how much it's snowing. It's so snowing. Right. So that's me done. Like I say, I've got to get changed into my dress for the photos, which is very, you can see why it's going to wear. Cyberpunky. I still don't know if I'm going to wear boots or shoes with it. So that's me done for another week. Obviously, like I said, I will get them photo shoot and put up on my Facebook page. The link is in the bio. I don't know if I'm going to do TikToks for it. Might do a transition. But please check out my TikTok page. Dark Lily's up there at the moment and she's doing really well, bless her. I am like so enamoured that people are in love with the 80s. I am an 80s child. And that will then later this live will then get later uploaded onto my YouTube page. So if you're watching it on my YouTube page at a later date, thank you very much. I am hoping to go live again next week, which is technically the 5th. But I might be hungover because Mother Half's Christmas do is like the day before on the Saturday. And I don't know how sober I'm going to be. So we shall see. So I'll say I'll be live on the 5th. I'm not quite sure which character I'll be doing yet. Might do more of a fantasy character more than a cyberpunk character. The original character. Might do more of a magical character yet. Don't know. Don't know who I'm going to do, but we will see. But if I'm not going to go live, I will obviously alter my schedule. You'll see it change. But hopefully I'll be live on the 5th. Hangover pending. But yeah, obviously so this is my... Ooh, put my elbow down. Finished look for today. Really pleased with that blend. That blend is so nice. So yeah, I will see you all guys next week. So I will wish you well and take care. And obviously with this new shit that's going around the world, just stay safe and don't be dicks to each other is my advice. But what do I know? So yeah, it's freaking snowing. I'll see you all guys next week and take care. And lipstick doesn't come off. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. Take care.